Welcome to Pinecone Update 10. There's been a little bit more work done over the past few nights. In particular, I've received some additional track. I purchased some track from Hattons, mainly to finish off the siding that you can see there, and also join, so the siding comes round, a second siding comes round and joins back up with the main track. Also, there is another siding which I'm planning to have there that runs to the back of the station. The idea is that I like a track to have lots of sidings, lots of small little nooks and crannies where you can put just individual coaches. When you look at a real life station or just outside the station, you often see lots of tracks and there's goods wagons parked up, that type of thing. Look as if they've been there for a long time. And I like that view. And so with that, I actually found this on the internet, the yellow track maintenance wagon. It was very cheap actually, but it does have a little bit of damage. If I move it just along a little bit, you can see if I move into the roof there, there is a tiny cut on the roof, which is a shame, but probably I could do something to repair that. But one of the reasons I liked it was, and I wanted, you always see, I think you always see track maintenance type vehicles in sidings near stations or along with other goods wagons, and I think just to have it there and maybe use it for shunting around a little bit adds a bit of realism. The other purchase which I've done is this model here. Now again, this was from the internet and I was absolutely amazed to get it. It cost me I think around £30. It was a DCC ready, but whoever was selling it had actually put a DCC chip in there. I'm just in the process of programming it. It seems all okay at the moment. I'm hoping it'll run okay. The person who was selling it did say it was a good runner, and certainly he said it was in excellent condition, the bodywork. Well, that's true. So if he obviously is somebody that's telling the truth, so hopefully it's a good runner as well. And what I'll do is I'll have a run round of that later. But again, what I like about it was it's one of the small DMUs, obviously the single carriage ones, and I just think it will look nice, particularly to go on if it runs around and then parks up at the back of the station, which will mean that piece of station just there, when it's finally put in position, will need to be adjusted so that in realism people would be able to get off and on at that platform. But it adds another platform, and again it has like a small branch which allows that train to live and to go into. So yeah, really happy with a couple of purchases. So just a quick small update, and thank you very much for watching. Just a brief update to update 10. Earlier on in the day I was programming the 153 class, the green one that's just gone round, and it took a little time. I had to do it a couple of times, but it certainly seems to be working okay, which I'm pleased about. The only thing I've got to sort out is that there should be some running headlights, of which it doesn't seem to have picked up on the decoder, so I just need to work out why that's not done that. Maybe go through another programming session with it, but at least for now I'm pleased it's actually running. Tonight the plan was I got a few hours, so I thought I'd work on the layout, but it's really turned into a running session now, because I may plant a few more trees over there in the background. Just there we go, on the hill at the background. I may plant a few more trees, and I'd maybe put a little bit more scenery over there, and maybe straighten out that bump as well at the bottom. But for now, I'm certainly pleased with how it's running. The trains are managing to go through the tunnel okay. I had to do some track repairs earlier, which took a little time. I had to unscrew the track and move it a little bit closer together. But again, I'm quite pleased that I'd screwed the track down and not nailed it down. So I think once, maybe a little later, when I've got through running these trains for a little while, I will start some work, maybe on the inner track, try and get the inner track looking a little better, and then after that looking to put some actual scenery down, but we'll see how far I go tonight. Here we have a closer look at the hill that I've been working on. I'm quite pleased with it. I'll start by saying that, but there are a couple of things that maybe I'm going to have to work on. I mean, obviously there's still a lot more work to do to make it a little better, but over here some of the failures, if you like, is I had some bushes there at the background, and I wanted to try and make them look more like gorse bushes. So I got some yellow paint and tried dabbing yellow paint in there to resemble the gorse flowers, but I'm not sure it's come out as well as I hoped it would. But maybe I'll try a few more dabs of the yellow, see what happens. But as for the path and the path around the park, I'm pleased with that. I need to. There's a pond there that I did actually buy off the internet, so off eBay. So it's not something I made. I just need to integrate that a little better, put some scat around, make it look as if it's actually part and not just plonked on top, which obviously it is plonked on top. But looking around, yes, I'm quite pleased. It's not flat, and that's what I wanted to make sure, because when you have hills, normally you see that they're never completely flat like a plane. They do have hills, and I've managed to at least get that by screwing up some newspaper underneath and taping it down, and then rolling the green matting over that. So, but I'm pleased with the path. That looks good. I just want to get some lamps around the path now, and also some people on. So yeah, so I'm quite pleased with it. Still more work in progress, but I think it's coming along.